Collect the ingredients for the vada: garlic, green chilies, ginger, curry leaves, fennel seeds, rice flour, asafoetida, and salt. Over here, we have onions, channa dal, cilantro, and mint. Always clean your lentils before you use them and remove any sticks or stones that may have been embedded inside. We want to wash the lentils thoroughly. As you can see, the initial rinse is rather murky, but after 5 or 6 rinses, it should be clear. Soak the cleaned lentils in water for about 30 to 40 minutes. The channa dal is ready for use when you can easily pinch the dal in half between your fingernails. Now drain all the water away and take about 2 tablespoons aside in a small bowl. Now let's add half the green chilies into the blender bowl, followed by the ginger, then add half the salt and all of the asafoetida or hing. You can now add the soaked channa dal into the blender bowl, using as little water as possible. Unfortunately, my blender needs water to operate, so I do have to add about a 1/4 cup of water. Cover the blender and blend the ingredients into a rough paste, using a spatula to scrape down the sides of the blender as needed. The result should be a slightly rough paste without too much water. Decant this coarse paste into a large bowl. To this coarse mixture, add the tablespoon of chopped garlic, the remaining green chilies, the remaining ginger, and all of the curry leaves. Drop in the fennel seeds and then mix thoroughly so that the spices are blended throughout the dough. Now, add in your finely chopped cup of onions and mix it really well into the dough. Sprinkle the remaining 2 tablespoons of soaked channa dal into the dough, and you're doing this mostly because you want to add a little texture to the dough. You can now add the finely chopped mint and cilantro into the dough, and again mix it so that it is thoroughly combined. Cilantro and mint give your masala vada a wonderful aroma and a wonderful taste. Do a quick taste test to see if you need more salt or chilies. In my case, the spiciness is perfect, but I do need some more salt. Slip a small plastic bag over your hand and oil the palm-facing side. You'll be using it throughout this process. Take a tablespoon of the dough and try to make a small patty with it on that Ziploc bag. As you can see, my dough is a little bit too soft and will fall apart in the hot oil. We need to thicken the dough by adding rice flour. The rice flour also helps to make the vadai crispy. Add in enough rice flour to make your patty hold together. Heat about 2 inches of oil in a fairly deep pan. Test the readiness of the oil by dropping a small piece of dough into the hot oil. If it's ready, it should sizzle and rise immediately. Once the oil is the perfect temperature, take about a tablespoon of dough onto your plastic sheet and make a small patty, about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch deep. Gently slide the patty into the hot oil and be careful, they can splatter. Repeat this process until you have 5 or 6 vadas cooking. You may find that the vadas are sticking to the bottom of your pan. If this is the case, use a dry ladle and gently lift each vada so that it is able to float to the surface. Cook the vadas until they are a beautiful golden brown color. You can tell that they're cooked through to the center when the number of bubbles on the surface of the oil decreases. At this point, drain the vadas off the oil and place them on a paper towel to drain further. Check the consistency by breaking one of the vadas in half and making sure the inside is thoroughly cooked and soft. Repeat the process of making patties, cooking them in the hot oil, and draining them on the paper towels till you've used up all of the dough. This recipe will give you about 20 to 30 crispy, crunchy vadas. Serve this wonderful protein-rich masala vada all by itself or with spicy coconut chutney. This vada is a welcome addition to any lunch. It's a filling take-along for a hike and a great side dish for a meal.